Hello, my name is Dirnan. I'm playing modded Minecraft today. I'm playing specifically Foolcraft 3, which has been out for a long while, but I've been playing on this server for a few months off and on when I can get a chance, and just wanted to show it off. So here it is. I've built the beginnings of a town. So today I plan on building houses and shops and things in this big grassy area that I cleared out just a little while ago. Thought I'd bring you in on what I'm doing. So I think I'm going to jump to laying out where I want the houses and things to be along these roads. So I did a little weird of built the roads all around here, and now I'll fill it in starting here with a warehouse that I built that's not furnished or anything, just an outside to give me sort of a scale of things here as people come in with their goods and can drop them off, or people from town can bring them to the warehouse to be sold at the market or sold and shipped at the docks that are to the east. But right now I think I'll lay out some sort of building floor plans and I'll bring you back in when I'm ready for that. Okay, we're back, and here's what I have so far. I just threw some random shapes together, kind of looking at some concept art of villages to get a few of these in the corners done, kind of getting an idea of what the houses would look like, but then I just tried to fill in the space as best I could. Yeah, so cleared out the area and then put these down. So let's build this one with the little fence gate here first, and we'll see what happens. Here we are again, jumping back into this. This is what I've built so far. I went with some spruce trapdoors and some oak fences for a nice little front patio thing, I think. I'll put a little awning above the door that goes here. I haven't really picked out what that's going to be. Use this sort of pink colored white terracotta as the main outside of the house. I used dark oak for some trim and changed out this fence for the oak fence. It wraps all the way around here. So next I will be building a slope roof that comes up this way. I'm not sure if I'll use the oak that I used over here or go with something bluish that I have over there, or a darker color. I might go with blue since blue's sort of a theme of this area, and I'll start on this side and just kind of slope this up. Maybe do some staggered sloping so it looks kind of like it was an add-on from this window on. And I'll be back with you. Here we have the roof design that I came up with. Decided to go with these palladium tile stairs and slabs. Those are environmental tech blocks that usually you use for creating more environmental tech stuff, but I just kind of like the blue look of it, dark, tiled, kind of looks like a tiled roof. Yeah, so the plan is to fill this in. I'll go sleep pretty soon, and then fill in the upper floor outline a little bit so it doesn't look as weird. Put a little egress window on this side, and then this side is a little sloped shorter, and then this kind of steeply declines. I might move this so it's a little farther to this side so it's not just a weird little hump there in the middle. We'll see. Alright, I'll be back with you. I filled in the upper floor and then added this awning here. I'm not super sold on using the white concrete chiseled in this fashion, but I like the little window box here. I do like the roof line. I haven't added a door or any inside dressing at all, but I think this is good for right now. So far I just have a box there kind of signifying that there's a skylight, whatever that thing is. I might put slabs here just to make it a little more covered, and then leave it open, taking out the white concrete there. But I think it's time to move on to some other houses. So I'll light the inside of this place up, and then I'll get to other houses. Back into the game, and we've put up some basic first floor looking stuff on the rest of the houses in this area. I did build out this little one that goes right here. It's a little funky shaped thing, imagining that people are going to come walking through and see, oh, there's a house, there's a house, oh, that's a nice one, and then loop around and they can see all sorts of fun things. Trying to get the buildings to look okay together and from the ground level. I did go through, you can't really even tell that I did anything, but I changed out a few of these from the tile stairs to just regular stairs or brick stairs. And when you look at it as a whole, you don't really see anything, but I did change some of it. I will continue to work on this and be back. Okay, so I took the night to sleep on it and I decided to make a few changes. The biggest one here is that I moved from using the white terracotta, which is sort of a pink color, to this brownstone block. I got it in the transmutation tablet, so I don't have any problem getting a lot of it. The nice thing about it is that it sort of has a variation to the color that the white terracotta just doesn't. It's just sort of a big pink wall. And if I'm going to be making the houses that making a lot of these houses, it needs to be a little more variant. The other nice thing about it is that it has this half weathered and this weathered block that really go well together when you place them kind of like this, and you can kind of see here it just sort of, I mean, this is all just one block that you just hit the chisel with it and it changes, and then it gives just a little bit more variation to what I can use this for. So it'll give it a little bit more depth. So I started to do that with these buildings. You can see here it just sort of bleeds up from there and looks kind of dirty, and I think it'll turn out really well. The other change that I made was the roof. I tried to make it a little less one solid block of roof color going up, so adding in different colored blocks so that it'll look a little different and not just look bland. And lastly, I added another layer to some of these buildings, so they'll be a little bit taller, so there's some height variation, so it's not just a stock. Every house has stone and then 2 levels and then more wood that acts as a beam, and then maybe a second floor, but that would just add some variation. So like this one over here, the roof starts a level higher than this one does. Yeah, trying it out, seeing how this works. This is like a funky house that fits in this little area. None of these houses have interiors, and we might get to that, but probably not. It's mainly to get stuff down so I can get a good look at it from above. As you can see, you know, there's just weird patterned houses that sort of take up the space. And we'll see how it goes. Bringing you back in here, just giving you a little glimpse of what I've been working on so far, putting a roof on this house. I'll eventually need to fill in these windows with something. I also put in doors to here, put in this sort of funky roof, put a second story here, interspersing the brownstone with some refractory clay blocks. It seemed to go well, and just sort of add a lighter color but sort of the same sandy feel that's kind of going on here. Bump this one up so it's a little bit taller. Still need to put roofs on those ones, and then also made sort of this block layout. So there's the refractory clay, brownstone with its chiseled bits in there. It looks like brown terracotta might work as sort of a barely used at all structure block, and then there's the dark oak that I'm using as the timbers, with the spruce doors for the throughout. And then here's all the different stairs and slabs that I'm using, just to give me an idea of how they all kind of meld together. This house I haven't touched too much with the white concrete chisel. I'm not sure if I'll keep it or if I'll change those things out. I do like the sort of red awning here, so we'll see how that goes. Just kind of giving a, walking from over here, here's what you'd kind of see sort of look for these houses. I added a few doors in the back of a few of these houses because they didn't have them before. Just give sort of a more lived-in feel. They can access the market from there. I'll probably make this into a stairs or step down type thing. I do like these narrow alleys that lead in between these houses, so I'll keep that for sure. So I will work on the roof of this, and then we'll see how far I can get. Bringing us back in, here's I think the finished product. I added in roofs on all these buildings, changed some things up, and then put in some painted glowstone in order to get lighting in various spots so that torches don't need to be all over the place. There are still a few torches, but there it is. So I'll just give a quick little flyby of the area, just to kind of check things out, make sure it's sort of to my liking, and then I might move on to the next project. Yeah, I like this little cutout balcony thing here. I probably should put a rail or a fence around here just so people don't fall off. The inside is still completely unfinished, but I do like this area. So walking around, this is kind of how it would look. I'll probably add a few tweaks here and there. I think I can move on. The fronts need to be updated, so there's paths leading to the doors, and probably put floors in the houses and stairs and a few extra things. Yeah, the next project can be moved to, which I believe will be stables that'll go right around here. Either stables or building a big clock tower somewhere. Because I do like the whole idea of depth, both when you're seeing it from above and from afar. So like from here, you see the windmill in the distance, you see all these roofs that sort of jut up. Way out there you can see a wizard's tower that's crumbling apart, but there needs to be sort of some sort of, as you crest this hill coming into here, a little bit more depth. So something coming up somewhere over here maybe, or over here, depending on what I can find room for. Yeah, so I think this area is all done. And I think that'll be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and this has been Dirnan playing Foolcraft 3.